Hello, you five. Right, I'm just about to mark the mental math. Follow along with me. Hopefully, I won't make any mistakes today. Okay, let's get started. So, number one, 1/3 of 6. So, we are splitting 6 into 3 parts. Each one of those would have 2 in it. Number 2, something times 10 equals 70. So, that is going to be 7. 7 lots of 10 makes 70. Number 3, 29 times 1, still going to be 29. Number 4, so 351 minus 46. So I'm going to put my 146, sorry. So I'm going to put my 146 there. 6 from 1 I can't do, so this becomes a 4, and that becomes 11. 6 from 11 makes 5. 4 from 4 is 0. 1 from 3 is 2, so you should have an answer of 205. Next one, 7/5 minus 2/5. So my denominator is going to stay the same. 7 minus 2 is 5. And I'm sure lots of you will have gone, hang on, 5/5, that's 1 whole. Yeah. 17 times nothing is still going to be nothing. Always. They always stick one of those in. So 39 plus 48. A lot of you will do it in your head, I'm sure. I'm going to just pencil it out quickly underneath because I keep making mistakes on this. So 9 plus 8 is 17, carry my 1. 3 plus 4 is 7, and 1 makes 8, so your answer should be 87. Number 8, again, might well do this in your head. You could look at this and say this is nearly 300, so if I took 300 from 602 I'd get 302, but then I'd need to take another 5 off. So to get me 297, hopefully. So we're going to give it a try now. If you didn't want to do it in your head, then you could write it underneath, as I'm doing now. And then say 5 from 2 I can't do. Can't borrow from 0, so I'm going to do 5 there. This now becomes 10. Now I can borrow from it. So that becomes a 9, and this now becomes 12. 5 from 12 is 7. 9 from 9 is 0. And 2 from 5 is 3. And clearly I did it wrong, but I did it before. It's a good job I wrote it out. Next one. 45 divided by 9. I know the 9 times table. So 9 times 5 equals 45. So 5 is our answer here. 45 divided by 9 is that 5. Place value. 3 divided by 10. So we're looking here and we're saying, here's my decimal point. My 3 is here, but it's going to jump over to there. So actually my answer is going to be 0.3. If you've written 3/10, I'll let you have that as well. Okay. Next one. 700 times 4. Don't know my 700 times table, but I do know that 7 times 4 equals 28. So using that number fact, I can put 2 zeros on, so 28, and my 2 zeros from here, 2,800. Number 12 is a multiplication. So 6 sixes are 36, so my 6 goes here, and my 30 goes up there. 2 sixes are 12, and the 3 make 15, and my 1 goes up there. 6 fours are 24, and the 1 makes 25. So you should have 2,556. Just make that a bit better. 8 squared. So 8 squared is the same as saying 8 times by, not 2, 8. 8 times 8. So 8 eighths is 64. Number 14. So 2 of these numbers are crying out to be times together. So it's the 6 and the 5. You could do any amount of ways, but that's the simplest. So 6 fives are 30. And that we still have to have the times by 31 in. So now we're looking at 30 times 31. So I can do 3 times 31 pretty easily because they're nice low numbers. So 3 times 31. So 3 ones are 3. 3 threes or 3 30s is 90. So we get 93. But because we want it 10 times bigger, then we're going to times it by 10. So 930 is your answer. Next one. So 396 is the same as something minus 521. So this is going to be an addition. So I might just do that here. So I'd say 521 plus 396. I've got a nice little line there already. So 1 and 6 is 7, 2 and 9 is 11, carry the 1, 5 and 3 is 8, and 1 more makes 9. So our final answer is 917. And when I go back and check it, I look at it and think, right, this is roughly 900 and this is roughly 500. So 900 minus 500 is 400, and the answer here is very close to 400. So I know I've kind of done this right. Next one, we're adding tenths. So our denominator is going to stay the same. So it's going to be 8 still. 3 and 10 makes 13. And I'm sure some of you will have simplified, so we know we've got a whole one here. We can turn it into a mixed number. So 8 is going to stay on the bottom. 8 from 13 is 5 left over, so it's 1 and 5/8 if you'd simplified it. Right, okay, and on to the second page. So 81 is the same as which square number? So I know that a square number is something times by itself that's going to equal 81. And I know my tables, so I know that 9 times 9 is 81. So my answer in here is 9. 9 squared is the same as 81. Next one, really straightforward. 7 times 1,000. 7 lots of 1,000, 7,000. Next one is a straight addition. So I'm going to say 7 plus 5. I might just put another line in for myself. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry the 1. 5 and 5 is 10, and 1 more makes 11. Carry the 1. 4 and 2 is 6, and 1 more makes 7. And then 1 and 7 is 8. So 8,712 should be your answer for that. Now this one, we've got a huge amount of room, but I definitely think this is a bar model question. So I'm going to draw myself a little bar model in. So I know that this big number is going to go on the top, so I've got my 60 there. And I'm working in quarters, so I'm going to split this into 4 parts because the denominator is 4. And then I'm going to think, how do I split this 60 into 4 equal parts? I'm going to half it and half it again. So half of 60 is 30, half of 30 is 15. So each one of these boxes is worth 15. Now you might be tempted to write 15 as your answer. You'd be wrong, because we've got to look at this and think there are 3 quarters. So I actually want 3 quarters. So I want all of those. So I'm saying 15 plus 15 is 30, plus another 15 is 45. So your answer is 45. Number 21 is a straight division. So I say 5s into 8. We start this side always on a division. So how many 5s in 8? Just the 1. And there's 3 left over there. So I'll pop that in there. So 5s into 37. And I know 7 5s are 35. 8 5s would be 40, so I can't do that. So 7 5s are 35, but there's going to be 2 left over. So I'll put that as my remainder. Yep. So 17 remainder 2. Next one. Again, people might be doing this in their head, which is fine. I seem to have a problem with doing things in my head, so I'm going to do it like this. Now, no, can't take 6 from 0. Can't borrow from 0 because there's nothing there. So I'm going to have to start over here. So this becomes a 3. Now I've got 10 there. So I can borrow now. So that now becomes a 9. And my 1 goes there. So now it's easy. 6 from 10 is 4. 4 from 9 is 5. And 2 from 3 is 1. 154 is your answer for that one. Next one. 36 is the same as something divided by 4. So it's a straight times table question again. I know that 4 times 9 equals 36. Yeah. So that is the number I'm going to use here. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. That's not right. If I put 9 in there, 9 divided by 4 is not 36. Must have done something wrong. It must be a multiplication question. So I've got to find out for a much bigger number required. Forget this. Everybody makes mistakes. So it must be a multiplication. So I'm going to do the inverse. So I'm going to do 36 times by the 4. See what answer I get there. So 6 4s are 24. And I carry my 2 above. 3 4s are 12. And the 2 makes 14. Right, let's have a look. How does that work? So if I pop that in, 144 divided by 4 is 36. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. And I could check it by saying if I halved 144, then I'd get 72. And if I halved it again, then I'd get 36. So that's correct. Everybody makes mistakes. Right, so 654 divided by 100. So we've got to think about how 654, the decimal point is here. And all of our numbers are going to jump 2 places. So I'm going to put another little decimal point underneath. So this 4 is going to go 1, 2, it's going to go there. This 5 is going to go 1, 2, it's going to go there. And my 6 is going to go 1, 2, it's going to go there. So 6.54 is the answer. Last one, 4's into 7. Just the once, leaving 3. 4's into 35, and that's not in the 4 times table, so we're just going to have to get as close as we can. So 8 4's are 32. 9 4's are 36, so it can't be that because that's too much, so it's got to be 8. So 8 times 4 is 32, but you mustn't forget what's left over, so 35 minus 32 is 3. So 18 remained to 3. So, there we go. Check yours, mark them off. Remember, if you get a high score, then you move up the diamond. Well done. Bye for now.